Hey guys, this is Ix with Rollout Reviews, bringing you another LBX review. This time it is Danball Senki Wars Vol Sparos. He is another member of the 1st Platoon of Gimmick, and he is owned by Hikaru, who is sort of the main character Arata's friendly rival. So let's take a look at what you get inside. So, Vol Sparos is a model kit. Not too many sprues, though. Pretty easy and fun to put together. He has quite a few stickers, which is a little disappointing, but nevertheless, you can just pull out the pieces with your bare hands. However, I do recommend getting some sprue nippers and maybe a modeler's knife to clean off the edges. Makes it look nicer in the end, but make sure that you're careful with this. The manual is in full color, and if you take the extra effort to paint it, you can get something that looks like this. These product images are built and painted by a professional modeler, so they probably look a lot better than what you'll actually be getting straight out of the box. There is his owner, Hikaru. If we open this up, you can see, again, their full color instructions, very easy to follow, very straightforward. You have a little comic on the back, but that is about it. So let's take a look at the kit itself. Now, Vol Sparos has a knight frame, which makes him very sleek, slender, and fast-looking. He has a plain motif all the way around here, with the wing-looking shoulder pads that even have little rockets underneath. Fins here, fins on his shoulders, sort of a nose cone looking chest there, sort of vents on the legs. His feet sort of look like vertical takeoff landing gear. He's got boosters on the back of his shins, fins back here, and you'll see later that his multi-gimmick sack kind of looks like a propeller. He's got sort of these blades on his arms, which look quite nice, and a very aerodynamic looking head with the wind vane here, a fin up there. Really cool looking head sculpt. Now, the one issue I really have with Vol Sparos here is the fact that most of his details are reliant on stickers, and I really don't like that, especially on the chest, and mostly on the chest. All of this light gray detail here is stickers, and that is no good. I mean, it looks fine if you don't pay attention to it all that much, but coming closer you can see some of the wrinkles, and to me it's just kind of lazy. It doesn't seem that difficult to have made this bottom part another piece of plastic. Now, if your eye is keen, you'll notice that these little bits below his jaw are supposed to be gray. Now, this is a blue piece, and to get those pieces gray, you sort of envelop it with a sticker, and that is awful. I tried it on one side and I kind of screwed up. I took it off and I decided not to do the other side. It just has too many edges and too many things that can go wrong with that sticker. I mean, I've seen it stuck on pretty nicely before, but if you really want those to be gray, I highly recommend going at it with paint. It is surely going to look a lot better, I think, than the stickers it comes with. I mean, it looks fine with the blue alone, but yeah, the gray does make it look a little bit better, and if not, more show accurate at least. It's just unfortunate that some of these details couldn't have been plastic and instead are stickers like this down here. But oh well, I guess I'll just have to deal with it. He has the Gimmick logo there on his shoulder. Unfortunately, his multi-gimmick sack sticks out a little far. He isn't really back heavy because it's very light, but it is worth noting. So let's take this off and take a look at the articulation. Oh, first I want to point out that his eyes are actually orange plastic, and that is the only bit of orange plastic on this guy. So it's nice that they did go the extra mile for that. Anyway, articulation, he's got a lot of movement in the head. However, if you did put the stickers on these jaw pieces, I could see them getting in the way of these fins. It might scrape up those stickers eventually by moving the head around. But he's pretty much got a full range on a double ball joint there. No issues with that. The arms, they're on a ball joint there, and it has the same sort of mechanism as the others, sort of a ball and a chute that it slides down, so you can easily customize these guys, swap out their limbs. The arms also go in and out on another joint here, rotate, bend at the elbow, and have a lot of movement in the wrist. I really like that a lot. The waist rotates and again has a similar function to the arms. Very easy to slide out, so you can customize these guys. The legs, they go forward and back quite far and in and out just about that much. They bend at the knee not all that far just because of the boosters here. Bit less than 90 degrees, but there is a lot of movement in the ankle. So, yeah, you can get him into some quite dynamic poses here. Very cool. I love the way this guy looks, if nothing else. Let's do some quick size comparisons. Here he is with a standard 6-inch SH figure art. He's a bit shorter, but a very nice size. I think these are really fun desk toys. Setting this off to the side, let's take a look at him with the rest of the Gimmick first platoon. Here he is with Dot Phaser and Orvane. They sort of have a green, blue, and red parallel color scheme between the three of them, and they complement each other very well. I really like how all three of them have their own unique aesthetic. They all look very good together. So let's take a look at his multi-gimmick sack. Sparos multi-gimmick sack is this. It's quite small and has only a couple functions that are very simple, but it does end up being very cool. So the first function is that these little sections here slide out. And generally, you slide out 2 at a time, and you can store the rest of this on his back like that, sort of with this hanging off. Doesn't look all that great, but oh well. Now, these have sort of a hinge on them, and they flip out like that and become little daggers that he can hold. In the show, he sort of holds them backwards like this. He kind of is a ninja jumping around and things, and so, yeah. Sort of like kunai, I guess. He throws them around and holds them the opposite way. Very cool, though. Again, you can get some really dynamic poses with this guy. Love just how dynamic this guy looks. Now, the multi-gimmick sack only has one other feature, and that is sort of his main special attack. You can put these back on here, fold them back up, and just pretty much fold these out. And this is what I was talking about earlier, how it sort of looks like a propeller, but this here is the Fuma Shuriken. It's a really big throwing star. This is, nope, that's in right. These just kind of slide in. There's just enough friction there for them to stay in, but they can slide out pretty easily. Anyway, he holds it on this handle here, and he can throw that around. Looks really cool, very sort of intimidating, just this giant throwing star. Again, keeping with the airplane motif. All in all, Sparos is very, very cool. Just because of the little sticker mishap and the fact that he sort of relies on that, I think makes him my least favorite of the model kits in the first platoon, but his style and his, I don't know, whole look is just very, very cool. I dig him. So, that is about it, guys, and this is IX signing off.